412 first.
Is that Alan?
Alan Powell, and then
Okay.
we'll do 401.
All right. All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to Motor Vehicles. We're going to call the number of committee meetings going forward at this hour, and the fact that we have members that are presenting bills trying to meet the last minute rush. We're going to go into a full committee meeting and not carry forward the subcommittee based on the legislation we have before us today. So I think our first call to order is House Bill 412. Chairman Powell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
First in the order.
What number do you have?
Lucky 7. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen of the committee. I bring to you today House Bill 412. This bill belongs to Mr. Barr. He was called away for an emergency, and I would ask all the members need to be praying for him, or whoever it is threatening in his family. And but he's asked me would I handle this bill. If you'll look on sections 3. Section 3 and 4 was adjusted to the original bill. The Department of Revenue had committed to go electronic filing planned by January the 1st of 2008 has not been accomplished. Basically, it's moving the date up to 2018, January 1st, 2018, for the IRP plan and all such as that. Section 5. Let's see. Same, January 1st of 18, all applications of certificate of title shall be submitted to the department electronically. They're trying to get in touch with the real world and move forward with electronic filing on everything. If you look at the amendment for this substitute, that's the gist of what I have asked for in Section 1. In discussions with the Revenue Department, we've got a lot of the business interests out there that have large fleets of vehicles, the car leasing people, trucks and such as that. And when it comes time to send out the decals every year, it is a major obstacle. We've got some folks that have thousands of vehicles, and to get these out there, I mean, it is just it's an undue burden on them and on the Revenue Department, quite frankly. And after consulting with the Commissioner of Revenue, she sent this particular language that would give them the rationale to start moving forward to get everything electronically done so that they could start possibly even as far as doing away with the decals, because a lot of us understand, quite frankly, that, you know, we wonder about the wisdom of even having a decal. So if there's a few bugs that could be worked out, then it might be, and this, I ask for your favorable consideration for Mr. Barr.
Any questions from the committee on this?
Mr. Chairman, very quickly, I thank you for bringing this. Just so I understand, this is not for the Section 2 and 3 deals with the commercial vehicles,
Yes.
but this it actually could apply to me and my farm once I renew my vehicle registration, potentially in the future. I might not have to stick it on all these trucks I have because, okay, that's because you will get a ticket even if you purchased your vehicle registration and it is not securely attached to your tag. I've experienced that, and I think this is a good bill. Thank you, sir.
The only way I know out of that if you rub enough manure on the back of your tag if it's a farm truck.
Any further questions?
It's there.
Thank you, Representative Perkins. Any comments from those attending? We didn't have a sign-up sheet, but we'll give you the opportunity. All right, hearing none.
At the proper time, Mr. Chairman, I recommend this do pass.
We have a motion to pass. We have a second. I'll second. Motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Like sign. Thank you, Chairman Powell, for carrying forth that effort.
You're
Seems
quite
like a
welcome.
good inclusion into the overall structure of the bill.
I couldn't have found a better bill to put a rider on. That's just one less bill I had to take through rules.
All right. Clark is David. No, he's presenting a bill in another committee.
Okay, get Alan.
Yeah. You ready to present another bill, Chairman Powell?
I guess you're talking about 401.
Yes, sir.
That because I signed it. Hold on, let me look and see. Let's see.
You ride a
All right,
motorcycle?
this is a motorcycle, this was a motorcycle helmet issue. Currently, if you're driving riding a motorcycle and you've got a helmet, you can't have the audio stuff in here. Basically what this does is opens it up and says that if that those headphones are used for communication purposes, that they can do it. You got people that are riding these motorcycles today, you know, and it's not the good old boys that ride with the gangs and stuff like that anymore. It's the folks that you see tooling down and riding the 3-wheelers and the gold wings and the upscale. I mean, they can run in the packs, and most of them my age are senior citizens, and they like to have the headset so they can communicate back there to the ones behind them and tell them they're going to pull over and make a rest stop.
All right. Any comments, questions? I think the Section 1 so states that no person operating a motor vehicle while wearing a headset, which would impair his ability to hear, by the having that a person may wear a headset or telephone for communication purposes, provision of this subsection shall not apply to the operator of a motorcycle. Thank you for the presentation. Do we have a motion? Oh, excuse me. Representative.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I hate to dominate again with another question, but I did talk with some of the gentlemen in the back of the room that are quite clearly motorcycle riders, and I asked whether or not they would have, if they thought it was a safety issue for this Section A that we have. And Mr. Chairman, you're exactly right. They indicate that this is not a safety issue for the motorcycle riders. So I think it's appropriate for them.
Any other comments? Comment to make? Would you come up? Identify yourself, please.
I'm the legislative director for ABET of Georgia. Current law in the state of Georgia says a deaf person can get a driver's license. What we're saying is that if you use a headset or earphones for other than communication purposes, like it's the same as using earplugs for hearing protection, that type of thing. But we are fully behind this bill and ask for favorable consideration to pass.
May I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Do your GPS systems audio come through on your headset?
Some do, yeah. The newer ones do, yes, sir. You got Pandora Radio, iHeartRadio, telephones. They have Scala riders. They're headsets that you can use them for communication. You can use them for radios, GPSs, whatever.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the input. Is that it? That question?
Brian Clifford, State Director, ABET of Georgia. Yeah, the law as it's written was written a long time ago when they had just music-only devices and things like that. Nowadays, and you touched on it earlier, the devices are all multifunctional. We use GPS. We use it to listen to music. We use it to talk to, make phone calls, things like that. Hands-free with the earbuds and whatnot. So, it says that we can't wear music-only devices, but that was iPods, think devices like that that nobody really uses anymore. So the language really, it just, it's unenforceable, and we would just like it removed.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your comments. Yes, sir. All right, we have a motion to pass. We have a second?
Second.
Motion second. Any further discussion? All in favor of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Something's going to make you happy. We're going to have a meeting upon adjournment tomorrow. I have a couple items that weren't able to bring forth today. We'll try to be as brief and as quick as possible. If you'll indulge us, Chairman Powell, we'll try to keep you on the road to Lincoln as quickly as we can. But appreciate all who will to be in attendance tomorrow. We have a couple of major items. No further business. We stand adjourned.